Welcome to the 2L Sports Union. You're here with Lincoln and Lineker. Up next, we have the matchup of the Philadelphia Eagles headed to New Orleans to take on the Saints. I was very hesitant to call this the game of the week, but I want to make this the game of the week. The reason being is because Philadelphia, they are the defending champions. Let's not disrespect them. They had an awesome run last year, and it seems like they seem to be righting the ship by starting Nick Foles instead of Carson Wentz. They seem to have picked up the pace as far as their offensive play calling with their RPOs. And also their defense has definitely stepped up. They were able to hold Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears to 15 points. A lot of people gave Cody Parkey, the kicker for the Bears, a lot of clout. But need I remind you, Cody Parkey had 9 points of the 15 that the Bears scored. So, I mean, let's not put the blame on, the kicker too much. Let's give Philly some credit there. This is going to be a good one. New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles. It's going to be a nice one in the Superdome. The Saints, they do not go wrong in that dome. That is the only reason why I am very hesitant in picking the Eagles, because I want to see the Eagles prevail. I want to see them come back with a second title run. Maybe not win it, but I would love to see a rematch with them and the Patriots.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. New England versus Philly again, round 2.
My horse will make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but it is hard to pick the Eagles in this matchup. The New Orleans Saints they're unstoppable in the Superdome. Drew Brees inside a dome is he's like a god versus outside. So I'm just not sure how anyone would pick the Eagles. The more logical choice, as Lineker has said, it looks like the Saints. And I'm going to go with the Saints. I'm going to go with the Saints big. I'm going to go 42-17.
Well, you know what? First of all, you're not shocking the world with your big score. 42-17.
Hey, man, I'm going with the status quo.
The 40 points came out of nowhere. No, they didn't. All right? The last time these two met, I don't know if you remember that debacle. Carson Wentz was rushed back. I think that was his second week or his third week. And he couldn't even score. I remember it was a dark day for me in fantasy. It was a dark day because I needed about 20 points from this guy, and he almost gave me negative points. The Saints pretty much blew the Eagles off the field, 48-7. You remember that game?
Oh, yeah, I definitely do. That's why I picked my high score in 42-17.
And then after that, the Saints went on to look unstoppable. Like, they were the only ones where you were like, maybe the Rams have some competition this year. The Saints really look scary. Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, they got Ingram back out of the suspension. Oh, my Lord. And then just a terrific defense. Terrific. Let's talk about the Philly Magic. This is not the same Philadelphia team that they blew out 48-7. Nick Foles is what I called the completion master. He sees things and he threads the needle. He puts the ball in very, very pocket spaces and makes sure his receivers can make plays. He's rejuvenated that offense. Golden Tate, like I told you last week, is a key cog in that offense. Alshon Jeffries is not as good as he used to be, but he still remains a very solid receiver. The Philly Magic has been beautiful, but I think it's over. All right, they're going to run out. The one's going to break. This is the day. The Saints were, pretty much godly. A touch of heaven. It's like Drew Brees drinks holy water when he enters that building. In the dome. I'm sorry, Philly. There's no way they're pulling this one off. I'm going to go 38 to about 17.
I guess I want to ask this question as well. I mean, we both got this game getting out of hand a little bit. What are the chances that Carson Wentz makes an appearance in this game?
None whatsoever. They'd be worse off. Nick Foles is the guy. If somehow, some way they pull off a crazy upset, I got the Eagles going all the way to the Super Bowl and beating anybody in their way because I would be a believer in the Magic.
Yeah, I think the only way that the Philadelphia Eagles pull this matchup out is by they're going to have to do a lot of trick plays, I think,
Yep.
and a lot of ball control, which they can do. I mean, I think it's possible for them to do that, but it's going to take some magic, man. Like, it's going to take a lot of foolery. I just don't think that the RPO is just simply going to work in New Orleans.
They don't even have a running game.
Yeah, and their running game is so stale. They've lost Jay Ajayi. Who's their running back? Smallwood?
Josh Adams,
Sproles, and Smallwood. Yeah, and Sproles is on the brink of retirement.
Adams has potential, but he's not ready.
Yeah, Adams has potential. No, Adams has been really good.
Yes, he has potential.
He has been
I see
really
it.
good.
I don't think it's,
Wendell Smallwood, I mean,
it's not the year.
one of my C guys. He belongs in that realm of Kiki QT. You know, he's just a serviceable guy who makes the roster. But this Eagles team,
It's the magic, man.
if they pull this one off, I think I might have to agree with you. They're going to the Super Bowl. They're gonna beat the Rams or Dallas at that point.
I'll tell you what. When Nick Foles is under center, it's really a different team, and they can face adversity. They rally around him, and and it's not like on paper. It's not like they have a bad defense on paper. It's just that their defense has been getting shredded through the air all year. They've made adjustments, and they look much better now. I just can't. I don't see Drew Brees. I don't see Drew Brees losing. Drew Brees has been putrid the last 3 weeks, though. I'll tell you that. And if this weird version of Drew Brees shows up again, and they have to rely on the running backs, Nick Foles will indeed have a chance. I just don't see it in the dome.
I wanted to give you guys a friendly stat about this home and away Drew Brees. This season at home, actually, I'll start on the road.
Yeah.
On the road, Drew Brees has 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 8 sacks, with a quarterback rating of 99.3.
Overrated.
Well, no, I mean that's fine. But at home, the godly Drew Brees that he is at home, 21 touchdowns, 1 interception with a quarterback rating of 133.3. I just don't. So try and pick. I don't know how you pick against the Saints in this matchup. I mean, best believe the Eagles can pull this one off. I'm not saying that they can't. But as a betting man, how do you pick against this?
You don't.
Yeah, you don't pick against this matchup. I'm picking the Saints very confidently, 42-17. I'm gonna call blowout. It could be a lot closer than that, but I'm gonna call blowout on this one. I just think Philly reminds me of that kid in the park who has been crying all day for his mom and dad to come. He's having a little bit of fun, but all it takes is one push, and he's done. And that's what the Philadelphia Eagles to me are. They seem like a team in a rut. They're just looking for one team to just really put their throats on them, for them to finally concede. The Chicago Bears were not able to do that last week. They looked so putrid, and I think the Saints scoring early and often will definitely discourage the Philadelphia Eagles offense and also the Eagles defense on the flip side. I'm going Saints 42-17. Called it from the beginning of this segment. I'm not wavering. It's hard for me to waver on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, anything else you want to add?
I'll say this. I actually like Philly. What's there not to like? They're like the people's champ, all right? When they beat the Patriots, they ascended to like Robin Hood level, all right? Robbing the rich and giving to the poor. Philly, you won't be flipping over cars this year, all right? You won't get to set the city on fire. You're going to quietly go home, and Drew Brees is just going to tuck you to bed.
Yeah, I think this one is definitely going to end with another Drew Brees victory. It's definitely, I would like to see the Eagles compete in this game, but on a Sunday night inside the Superdome, knowing their opponent already ahead, I think the Eagles will try to overlook this matchup and think that they have this one in the bag. The Saints will come ready to play, and they should get a victory. I mean, you heard it first from 2L Sports Union. We both got the Saints winning. Yeah, we both got the Saints winning this one. Well, but tune in next time for you guys. We got this segment under 10 minutes, so a lot of content for you. But we'll be back with more with NFC post-game reaction, and also the AFC. And we also have videos on the NBA coming up next week. But we're going to stick to the NFL playoffs while it's going on. So thanks for tuning in, and tune in for more with the 2L Sports Union.